Have you ever noticed how quickly strength fades when you stop using it? How something as simple as climbing the stairs, carrying groceries, or bending down to tie your shoes feels heavier than it used to? This gradual loss of strength isn't just getting older. It's something deeper, more specific, and far more powerful than most people realize. It's called sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass and function. And here's the truth, it starts earlier than you think, creeping in quietly around your 40s, and by the time you hit 60, it's accelerating fast unless you make a conscious decision to fight it. Imagine your muscles as the engine of your body, the system that allows you to move, lift, balance, and even maintain your posture. Now imagine that engine slowly losing horsepower every year. You might not notice it at first. Maybe it's just a little more fatigue after your morning walk, a little less grip strength when opening a jar. But over time, that subtle decline turns into weakness, instability, and loss of independence. And that's the part that really matters, because muscle isn't just about looking strong, it's about living strong. Without enough muscle, every part of life becomes harder. Standing up from a chair can take effort. Climbing stairs can leave you short of breath. Even your metabolism slows, leading to weight gain and insulin resistance. That's why scientists call muscle the organ of longevity. It's not just about movement, it's about survival, vitality, and independence. Now, here's what's both shocking and empowering. Sarcopenia is not inevitable. It's not a fixed destiny. Yes, time changes our bodies, but it doesn't have to take our strength with it. Studies published in journals like the Journal of Gerontology and Aging Research Reviews show that even people in their 70s and 80s can rebuild muscle mass with the right nutrition and resistance training. The human body is incredibly adaptive. It's never too late to repair what's been lost. The key is to understand that aging isn't just a decline in time, it's a decline in nourishment. As we get older, our bodies become less efficient at using protein to rebuild muscle. That means we need more of it, and not just more, but better quality. The kind of protein that delivers all 9 essential amino acids, particularly leucine, which acts like the spark that turns protein into new muscle. This is why what you eat after 60 matters more than ever before. It's not just calories that count anymore, it's the content of those calories, and that's where the story of strength really begins. With foods that nourish, repair, and protect the muscle tissue that keeps you independent. So when you feel your legs getting weaker or your energy dipping faster, remember, it's not a sign to slow down. It's a signal from your body asking for support. You're not losing strength because you're old, you're losing it because your muscles are hungry. Hungry for the right fuel. Hungry for rebuilding blocks that your diet may no longer be giving you. And that's exactly why the next part of this journey, discovering which foods can help you fight back, is so important, because muscle loss after 60 isn't a life sentence. It's a challenge, one that can be reversed when you feed your body the strength it's been asking for all along. The role of high-quality protein and amino acids in rebuilding aging muscle is something most people underestimate, yet it's absolutely central to staying strong, mobile, and independent as we age. You see, muscle is a living dynamic tissue. It's constantly being broken down and rebuilt. Every movement you make, every step you take, triggers a process inside your body called muscle protein turnover. In youth, this process runs smoothly. The body breaks down old muscle and replaces it with new tissue almost effortlessly. But after 50 or 60, that balance starts to shift. Here's the problem: as we age, our muscles become more resistant to growth signals. The body doesn't respond as efficiently to protein anymore. Scientists call this anabolic resistance. It means that the same meal that helped you build muscle at 30 might do almost nothing for you at 65 unless you adjust what and how you eat. That's where high-quality protein comes in. Not all proteins are created equal. Some are incomplete. They're missing key amino acids your body can't make on its own. Others are complete, meaning they provide the full spectrum your muscles need to repair and grow. These essential amino acids, particularly leucine, isoleucine, and valine, are like switches that turn on muscle synthesis. Without them, your body can't effectively build or maintain lean tissue no matter how active you are. Think of it like building a wall. Protein is the bricks, but amino acids are the mortar that holds it all together. Without both, the structure collapses. That's exactly what happens inside your muscles when your diet lacks quality protein. The rebuilding process weakens, and over time, so do you. Here's something even more fascinating. Protein doesn't just build muscle, it protects it. When you eat enough high-quality protein, it helps slow the breakdown process that naturally happens with age, illness, or inactivity. It also supports your metabolism, keeps your blood sugar stable, and even strengthens your immune system. In fact, research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition shows that older adults who consume higher amounts of complete protein have better balance, faster walking speed, and a lower risk of falls. But there's another layer to this story. Timing. Your body can't store amino acids the way it stores fat or carbs. That means you need a steady supply throughout the day, not just one big protein-heavy meal. Think of your muscles as always waiting for those nutrients. Feeding them regularly at breakfast, lunch, and dinner keeps the repair cycle active and strong. And this is where many older adults fall short. Breakfast might be toast and coffee, barely any protein. Lunch might be light, dinner too late. The result: hours go by where your body doesn't have the building blocks it needs. That's when muscle breakdown silently takes over. So if you're over 60 and you want to rebuild strength, you have to be strategic. Focus on quality, not just quantity. Include foods that naturally provide complete proteins: eggs, fish, poultry, lean meat, and yes, certain dairy products like the right kinds of cheese. These foods don't just fill your stomach, they feed your muscles. Because at the end of the day, your muscles are like your retirement fund. The more you invest in them now, the more strength and independence you'll have later. Every bite of protein-rich food is a deposit into your future vitality. And remember, it's not about eating more, it's about eating smarter. Choosing foods that deliver the amino acids your body is craving in forms it can easily absorb is the foundation of fighting sarcopenia and staying strong long into your later years. Why cheese? All the foods that contain protein, why would something as ordinary as everyday as cheese be such a powerful ally in the fight against muscle loss after 60? It surprises many people. Cheese, when chosen wisely, is far more than a comfort food. It's a dense, natural package of nutrients that older adults desperately need: high-quality protein, calcium, vitamin K2, healthy fats, and even probiotics that support digestion and overall vitality. See, as we age, our relationship with food changes. Many people eat less, often because of reduced appetite, dental issues, changes in taste and digestion. That means getting more nutrition from less food becomes essential. Cheese does exactly that. Just a small serving provides a concentrated dose of muscle-building amino acids. A few bites can deliver the same amount of protein as an entire glass of milk, and it's easier to digest for most older adults. But here's what makes cheese truly unique. It contains a specific type of protein called casein. Unlike the fast-digesting whey protein found in milk, casein breaks down slowly in the body. That means it provides a steady release of amino acids over several hours. For someone over 60 whose muscles are constantly at risk of breakdown, especially overnight, this slow, sustained protein delivery is a game changer. It helps maintain muscle synthesis even while you sleep, reducing the nighttime muscle loss that often goes unnoticed. And cheese isn't just protein, it's protection. It's rich in calcium and phosphorus, which strengthen bones, and vitamin K2, which directs calcium to where it belongs: your bones and muscles, not your arteries. This combination helps maintain both mobility and cardiovascular health, two pillars of aging well. Now let's talk about one more overlooked benefit: taste and satisfaction. Many older adults struggle to maintain good nutrition because healthy food sometimes feels bland or unsatisfying. Cheese changes that. It makes vegetables more appealing, adds flavor to simple meals, and encourages consistent eating. And consistency when it comes to muscle health is everything. You can't rebuild strength with occasional effort. It takes daily nourishment. And for those worried about fat or cholesterol, modern research paints a different picture than we once believed. Studies from journals like Nutrients and the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition show that cheese, in moderation, doesn't increase heart risk the way processed fats do. In fact, some natural fats in cheese, particularly those found in aged varieties, have been linked to better metabolic health and lower inflammation. So when we say cheese can help fight sarcopenia, it's not just about calories or flavor, it's about efficiency. It's compact, nutrient-dense, and highly bioavailable. Every bite counts. Every ounce delivers building blocks your muscles recognize and use immediately. When you think of cheese, stop seeing it as a guilty pleasure and start seeing it as functional fuel. It's not about eating large quantities, but about eating the right kinds, the ones that give your body what it truly needs. The right cheese, eaten in moderation, can turn an ordinary snack into a moment of restoration, a small, powerful step toward preserving the strength that defines your independence. Because aging doesn't mean you stop building, it means you start building smarter. And sometimes rebuilding your strength begins with something as simple and as surprisingly powerful as cheese. There's a big difference between what fuels your muscles and what builds them. Most people eat plenty of foods that give them energy, carbohydrates, fats, but energy alone doesn't create strength. You can have a full tank of gas and still drive a car with no engine. Muscle tissue is that engine, and what keeps it strong isn't just energy. It's amino acids, the building blocks of protein. When you're young, your body can get away with a lot. You can skip meals, eat whatever's convenient, and still recover quickly. But after 60, your body becomes much more particular about what it needs. It no longer responds as powerfully to ordinary meals. You might be eating enough calories, but if those calories aren't rich in muscle-building nutrients, your body doesn't have the raw material to stay strong. It's like trying to repair a house with no bricks. The structure keeps wearing down. Muscle fuel, like bread, pasta, or even fruit, gives you short bursts of energy, which is great for movement and activity. But muscle builders, like protein-rich foods, actually repair the fibers that keep your body functioning. The distinction is subtle but critical. Energy foods keep you moving for the day. Building foods keep you moving for life. Here's an example. Imagine walking into your kitchen and choosing between a slice of toast and a few slices of cheese. The toast will give you quick energy, your blood sugar rises, you feel awake for a bit, but in an hour, that energy fades. The cheese, though, works differently. It provides high-quality protein and fat that digests slowly, supplying your muscles with amino acids long after you've eaten. It's not just energy, it's structure. This is the same reason why so many older adults feel tired, weak, or easily fatigued, not because they don't eat enough, but because they eat the wrong kind of foods for their stage of life. Their bodies aren't getting the nutrients needed to rebuild. The muscles aren't starved for calories, they're starved for building material. And that's why the key to aging strong isn't simply eating more, it's eating differently. You need foods that actively repair what time wears down. That means emphasizing protein over processed carbs, whole nutrients over empty calories, and quality over convenience. The most fascinating part is that when you start to nourish your muscles properly, everything else improves too. Your metabolism speeds up, your balance gets steadier, your energy lasts longer, and your confidence returns. The connection between food and movement becomes crystal clear. Every bite of muscle building food is a step toward independence, vitality, and freedom. When you eat like your muscles matter, when you start thinking, will this meal help me move better tomorrow? You shift from surviving to thriving. That's when aging stops feeling like decline and starts feeling like design. Because at the end of the day, the goal isn't just to fill your stomach, it's to feed your strength. Fuel keeps you alive. Builders keep you powerful. And it's never too late to start choosing the foods that build you back stronger than before. Now let's talk about the real stars of the show, the 3 cheeses that can help you rebuild muscle and fight sarcopenia after 60. These aren't random choices. They're backed by solid nutrition science and proven to deliver high-quality protein, essential amino acids, and vital nutrients that support strength, recovery, and resilience. Each one offers something unique, but together they form a simple, delicious, and natural muscle-building trio. First, cottage cheese. Don't underestimate this one. It might look humble, but it's one of the most powerful muscle-supporting foods you can add to your diet. Cottage cheese is rich in casein protein, a slow-digesting form of protein that feeds your muscles steadily for hours. That means when you eat it before bed or between meals, it helps reduce muscle breakdown and keeps your body in a state of recovery. It's also high in leucine, the amino acid most responsible for turning on your body's muscle-building switch that makes it especially powerful for older adults whose muscles are less sensitive to protein signals. Add some fruit, nuts, or drizzle of honey, and you've got a snack that fuels both body and brain. Second, Parmesan cheese. This one is a quiet powerhouse. Aged Parmesan has one of the highest protein contents per ounce of any cheese, even more than eggs. It's also low in lactose, making it easier on digestion, and loaded with calcium and phosphorus to support bone strength. But what makes Parmesan truly special is its amino acid profile. It's rich in glutamic acid, which supports metabolism and energy, and in bioactive peptides that may help regulate blood pressure and reduce inflammation. Because it's aged, its nutrients are highly concentrated, making just a small amount go a long way. Sprinkle it over vegetables, soups, or omelets, and you've just turned an average meal into a muscle-nourishing one. Third, Swiss cheese, smooth, nutty, and deeply satisfying. Swiss cheese offers a perfect balance of protein, fat, and nutrients that support both muscle and nerve health. It's high in vitamin B12, essential for energy production, and phosphorus, which works hand in hand with calcium to keep bones dense and strong. But here's what's really interesting. Swiss cheese also contains probiotics, the beneficial bacteria that improve gut health. Why does that matter for muscle? Because when your gut is healthy, your body absorbs protein and nutrients far more efficiently. It's like upgrading your body's internal wiring to make every meal count. Together, these three cheeses deliver a perfect mix of fast and slow digesting proteins, muscle activating amino acids, and bone strengthening minerals. They're versatile, delicious, and easy to fit into everyday meals. A few spoonfuls of cottage cheese before bed, a sprinkle of Parmesan on your lunch salad, a slice of Swiss with whole grain bread in the afternoon. These small habits, done daily, can literally transform your strength over time. And remember, it's not about eating mountains of cheese. It's about consistency. A little every day adds up to big protection over months and years. When combined with light exercise and hydration, these foods can slow and even reverse muscle loss. So instead of thinking of cheese as a guilty pleasure, start thinking of it as nutritional armor, the kind that protects your muscles, strengthens your bones, and supports your independence. Because your strength doesn't vanish overnight, it fades one skipped nutrient at a time. And the good news is you can bring it back one smart bite at a time. Strong muscles don't stand alone. They rely on strong bones and stable joints to function. And that's where these muscle supporting cheeses offer an extra hidden advantage. They don't just rebuild muscle, they also fortify the foundation that holds that muscle up. After all, muscle without bone strength is like power without stability. One can't truly work without the other. As we age, bone density naturally declines. This is especially true after 60, when calcium absorption slows and hormonal changes speed up bone loss. Weak bones mean weaker support for muscles, leading to balance problems, posture issues, and a higher risk of falls or fractures. But here's the empowering truth. Food can help change that. And cheese, surprisingly, is one of the most effective foods for maintaining both bone density and joint health. Each of the three muscle-friendly cheeses, cottage, Parmesan, and Swiss, is loaded with nutrients that target the muscle-bone connection. Calcium, phosphorus, and vitamin K2 work together like a construction crew. Calcium builds the structure, phosphorus strengthens it, and vitamin K2 makes sure that calcium ends up in your bones, not your arteries. Without K2, calcium can go rogue, hardening the wrong tissues. But when the balance is right, your bones become denser and your joints stay more resilient. Parmesan, for example, is one of the most calcium-rich foods on the planet, far denser in minerals than milk itself. Swiss cheese adds phosphorus and B vitamins that enhance energy and protect nerve function, while cottage cheese delivers magnesium and potassium, minerals that help muscles contract properly and joints stay lubricated. Together, these nutrients form a powerful defense system against frailty and joint stiffness. And let's not forget collagen support. Although cheese doesn't contain collagen directly, the amino acids it provides, particularly glycine and proline, are the very same ones your body uses to make collagen naturally. Collagen is the glue that keeps your joints, tendons, and ligaments flexible and strong. That's why a balanced intake of protein from foods like cheese helps you move more freely with less pain or stiffness. But the benefits don't stop at the physical. Stronger bones and steadier joints mean more confidence in movement. You're more likely to stay active, walk more, and exercise regularly, and that, in turn, helps preserve even more muscle mass. It's a beautiful feedback loop. Stronger muscles protect your bones, and stronger bones protect your muscles. Many older adults lose that cycle because their diets are low in these essential nutrients. They eat enough calories but not enough supportive nutrition. That's why adding just a bit of the right cheese each day can make a real difference. Not because it's trendy, because it restores what time quietly erodes. Think of it like reinforcing your foundation. You can't rebuild the house of your body if the structure underneath is weak. Cheese helps strengthen that structure, bone by bone, joint by joint, while still fueling your muscle recovery. It's one of nature's simplest ways to help you move through life with confidence, stability, and grace. Because staying strong isn't just about lifting more weight. It's about being able to lift yourself every single day without fear, without hesitation, and without pain. And the right nutrition makes that possible. Here's something most people never think about: your gut and your muscles are deeply connected. They may seem like two completely different systems, one handling digestion, the other strength, but in reality, they're partners in the same mission. If your gut isn't healthy, your muscles can't thrive. This connection becomes even more important after 60, when nutrient absorption naturally declines and your body becomes less efficient at extracting protein and amino acids from food. Think of your gut as the gatekeeper of your strength. Every nutrient that builds or repairs muscle has to pass through it first. If that gate isn't working well, if your gut bacteria are out of balance or your digestion is sluggish, then even a protein-rich diet can fall short. Your muscles won't get the building blocks they need no matter how much good food you eat. That's where certain cheeses, especially Swiss cheese, come in. Swiss cheese isn't just rich in protein, it's also naturally packed with probiotics, beneficial bacteria that keep your digestive system running smoothly. These good microbes strengthen your gut lining, reduce inflammation, and improve how well your body absorbs amino acids, calcium, and other key nutrients. Essentially, probiotics make your gut more efficient at translating your food into fuel for your muscles. It's like this: if protein is the raw material, your gut is the factory. A weak factory can't process raw materials effectively, but a strong, balanced gut microbiome can take even a modest amount of protein and turn it into real, visible strength. This is why people with healthier guts often have better energy, stronger immune systems, and even improved muscle tone. Gut health also plays a surprising role in inflammation control, and inflammation is one of the biggest silent enemies of aging muscles. Chronic, great inflammation can damage muscle fibers and make recovery slower after activity. Probiotic-rich foods like Swiss cheese, kefir, and yogurt help calm that internal fire, allowing your muscles to heal and rebuild more efficiently. And it's not just about what you add, it's about what you protect. A balanced gut microbiome keeps harmful bacteria in check, preventing them from stealing nutrients and weakening your body's defenses. This means you get more out of every bite, every supplement, every healthy habit you build. It's easy to overlook this part of health because we can't see it happening. You don't feel your gut bacteria working, but their impact reaches every system: your metabolism, your immune strength, even your mental focus. Studies in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience and Nutrients have shown that older adults with diverse, healthy gut bacteria maintain better muscle mass and function compared to those with poor gut health. So when you think about eating for strength, don't just think about your muscles. Think about your digestion too. Support your gut with real, living foods, fermented vegetables, probiotic cheeses, and fiber-rich plants that feed those friendly bacteria. Because the truth is, strong muscles start with a strong gut. You can't build power on a weak foundation. And when your gut and muscles work together, your body moves, feels, and functions like it's years younger. That's the secret no one talks about. You don't just eat for your muscles, you eat for the system that allows those muscles to grow. And when you take care of that inner ecosystem, everything from your strength to your stamina begins to rise naturally from the inside out. When it comes to rebuilding muscle after 60, what you eat is crucial, but how and when you eat it can make just as much difference. Many people assume that simply adding more protein or cheese to their diet will automatically build muscle. The truth is more strategic. The timing and moderation of your meals decide how efficiently your body uses that protein to rebuild and strengthen tissue. Here's the science made simple. Your body can only absorb and use a limited amount of protein at one time, roughly 25 to 35 grams per meal for most older adults. Anything beyond that isn't wasted, but it's not efficiently turned into muscle either. This means it's not about eating a huge protein, heavy dinner once a day. It's about spreading your protein intake evenly throughout your day. Think of your muscles like a construction crew. If you send them all their materials once a day, they'll do a little work and let the rest sit unused. But if you send steady deliveries throughout the day at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, the building continues nonstop. That's how you maintain a steady state of repair and growth even as you age. This is why small, balanced portions of high-quality cheese can be so effective. A little cottage cheese in the morning, a sprinkle of Parmesan at lunch, and a slice of Swiss in the evening keep your body's repair system constantly supplied. It's about rhythm, not volume. When your meals are consistent, your body's response stays strong. Moderation is equally vital. Cheese is nutrient-dense, but also calorie-rich. Eating it in excess can overload your digestive system or add unnecessary fat. The goal isn't to drown your meals in cheese. It's to use it wisely. Think of it as a supplement built into your food. 2 to 3 servings a day, each about the size of a few dice, is often enough to support your muscle health without going overboard. And here's something most people never realize: your body's ability to use protein depends on what else you eat with it. Pairing cheese with a source of healthy carbohydrates like fruit, whole grains, or vegetables helps shuttle those amino acids into your muscles more effectively. Add a bit of healthy fat, like olive oil or nuts, and you'll improve nutrient absorption even more. This balance creates a smooth, sustained release of energy and muscle support. The other key moment: before bed. During sleep, your body enters repair mode. If you go to bed without protein in your system, your muscles may break down overnight. But a small serving of casein-rich cottage cheese before sleep provides a slow release of amino acids for up to 8 hours. It's one of the simplest, most effective nighttime habits for maintaining lean muscle. This approach isn't about dieting, it's about designing your meals with purpose. You're no longer just eating to feel full, you're eating to stay functional, independent, and strong. Every meal becomes an opportunity to feed your body's future. When you get the timing and balance right, you'll notice more than just stronger muscles. Your energy will last longer, your metabolism will improve, and you'll recover faster after physical activity. You'll start to feel that steady, quiet strength returning, the kind that lets you move with confidence and stability. Because the secret to aging powerfully isn't hidden in big changes. It's found in small, consistent choices made every single day. Eat with rhythm, eat with intention, and let your food work with your body, not against it. Here's the truth most people never hear clearly enough. Aging strong isn't about luck, genetics, or avoiding time. It's about choice. Every single day, you make tiny decisions that either move you closer to strength or closer to decline. And those choices, what you eat, how you move, how you rest, add up. They become the difference between living long and living well. When you're over 60, it's easy to believe that muscle loss, weakness, or fatigue are inevitable, that they're just part of getting older. But that's not the full story. The human body is remarkably adaptive. It listens to how you treat it. Feed it the right nutrients, move it with purpose, and it begins to rebuild itself. Even after decades of wear, your muscles don't stop responding with age. They just need clearer signals, stronger fuel, and more consistent care. And that's the real motivation behind this message. You're not fighting against aging, you're working with it. You're giving your body what time has taken away. Foods like cottage cheese, Parmesan, and Swiss aren't just about taste or nutrition. They're symbols of something bigger, intentional living, a choice to strengthen, protect, and invest in yourself every day. Because when you choose foods that build instead of break down, you're choosing a future of movement instead of stiffness, confidence instead of frailty, independence instead of dependence. You're saying, I'm not done. You're reminding your body that it still has purpose, strength, and potential waiting to be used. You see, sarcopenia, the silent muscle loss of aging, isn't just a physical condition. It's a thief of confidence. It tries to convince you that slowing down is natural, that weakness is unavoidable. But when you begin nourishing your muscles, feeding your bones, and supporting your gut, something powerful happens. You start to feel alive again. You start standing taller, walking stronger, and moving through life with that quiet certainty that says, I'm still in control. So the next time you sit down to eat, remember, every meal is a message to your body. You can send a message of decline. You can send a message of strength. Every bite of protein-rich food, every small act of self-care, every walk, every stretch, every mindful choice, they're all votes for your vitality. You can't turn back time, but you can slow its impact. You can stay strong, sharp, and mobile, not by magic, but by method. Aging doesn't mean fading. It means refining. You have more wisdom now, more awareness, and more power to make choices that serve you deeply. So start today. Rebuild, refuel, and refuse to let time define your limits. Your best muscle isn't gone. It's just waiting to be rebuilt. Your strongest years don't have to be behind you. With the right mindset, the right movement, yes, the right food, they can be right in front of you. Because strength after 60 isn't about defining age. It's about owning it. And that begins with the courage to believe that your body is still capable of greatness. One meal, one step, one decision at a time.